For we are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Tokber and this is Top Notes by Tokber. So if today is the first time you're seeing my face, I'm a fragrance reviewer from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'll be elated if you subscribe to the channel. That is if you are not already subscribed. Today in the video, I'm going to talk to you about the spanking new Lattafa Pride collection. I have a couple of fragrances from that collection that I want to share with you. So if you're interested and as excited as I am, without much ado, let's get into the video. Welcome back, guys. So welcome to my subscribers and to my viewers. But again, for those that come and watch the video, and as you come again and again to watch, it will be really nice if you subscribe because you keep coming. So kindly consider subscribing. And if you are new to the channel, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you are always notified when we upload a new video. So I'm going to go straight into it. I had 8 fragrances from the Lattafa Pride collection. Yes, so yeah, Lattafa Pride. And all the perfumes come with this booklet. It also has a barcode at the back, as you can see, and what does is that it allows you to, you know, see how many the fragrances are. But the good thing about this booklet, right, is the fact that all the notes, you know how it's always very difficult to find what notes, not just Lattafa, I have to be honest, but it's quite a number of Middle Eastern brands. It's a bit difficult to know their notes, especially if they are not ones that are so popular that they are listed on Fragrantica. And even sometimes different websites have different notes based on what the different people perceive. So this is really good so that we can have some concrete notes that we are all aware that these are there. The good thing too, what I'll say, this is not exclusive to just Lattafa, but sometimes even generally all kinds of fragrances, even aside the listed notes, it's very possible that one note pulls other notes that may not be listed. So even though these are what are listed, if there's any case where I am talking or sharing the fragrances with you and I'm able to pick up on other notes that haven't been listed here, I'm going to be sure to mention them to you. Okay, so let's go straight. Let's go straight. So I'm going to kind of rank them in a bit because I've used, tested and played with all these fragrances. Okay, so the first one is going to be Afaq. This is how it looks like. I'm a bit sad about this particular fragrance because it came with something broken, and I noticed that especially with these Pride collections, the ones in these big boxes. Okay, so you see it came like with a dome. Let me bring it out and then let me unpack. Okay, and there's a box like this. I'm going to throw everything on the floor just so that I can make some space. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to sit, right? But there was something broken even where the clasp is. So it's supposed to look like this. This is very beautiful, right? But it also had a foam here. I've thrown it away. But even with the foam it came with this broken, and also a part of the canister doesn't fit well, but it doesn't matter. It would have looked nice if it sat how it was supposed to. So this is Afaq. This is the presentation. It's really, really lovely. A few of the Pride collection comes like this, and it's nice. But for a Middle Eastern fragrance that is under $50, trust me, this packaging is not, it's acrylic plastic like, it's not glass, but it is beautiful. I must say the packaging in the Pride collection, like they even go as far as here, it tells you that it's locked and how to unlock it. At the bottom, the fragrance name too is again put there. So I think you would see that a lot of thought, even in the quality of the juice and everything, it is very obvious that this is like a niche or a collection, like a higher version collection of the Lattafa scents, which you would, so the Pride is like the high-end collection, and it's obvious in every of the things, the packaging and all that. Okay, so in this 4 that I want to share with you, to be quite honest, Afaq is my least favorite. Okay, and this is not for any reason like it's bad or anything, right? But I didn't like it because it was quite fruity. Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to remove my wristwatch because I'm going to need my wrist. So Yeah, I don't even know why I wore. Okay, I came out from work. That's what I'm wearing. Okay, so I'm going to look in the book to tell you the notes, but I call it a book, the good book of Lattafa. Okay, so this one has pear, cases, tuberose, jasmine, cashmere, sandalwood. So for me, it starts off fruity. The tuberose, I'm not a fan of tuberose, and unfortunately, the tuberose here I don't like. So that's what I'm struggling with, to be honest. What I'm struggling here with is the tuberose note. It's one that I'm not. So it's a fruity, floral, slightly musky, creamy scent. Very beautiful. It's super long lasting. I don't even know why scents that I'm not very, excited or not, like, I don't really like the scents that really last long. This is very beautiful. This is definitely. So another thing I wanted to say is that in the Pride of Lattafa, they always have feminine and masculine. So this Afaq has a masculine one, which is silver, which is hala, So sometimes they would say gold and then some would say silver, but it's similar. This is what the masculine one looks like. I don't know if you can see, but that's what it looks like. But I didn't get that. The reason is that I wanted to do the female versions first, since from my analytics I have more female subscribers. I have a few more male subscribers, but if it is subscriber requested, I'll get them. But I try to stay within the ones that you people like, and a few of them that say they're feminine seem to be a bit also unisex, and where is there, I'll let you know. So this one, it's fruity, it's tuberose, it's jasmine, slightly powdery, creamy, sandalwood. I like the pear at the top, very sweet. I don't know if it's the cases or cassis notes that I don't like, but generally this is a pleasant scent. But it's floral and fruity, and the tuberose, the first time I wore it I was fine, but there was some other days where the tuberose just didn't, it started to give me a headache. So, and then when I oversprayed it began to smell like air, room freshener for me. And so it's just that but it's a sweet, it's not too sweet to call it a gourmand, but it's a fruity sweet floral scent. It's quite creamy. It's super long lasting. It went over like 8 hours plus on my skin. It has an arm's length sillage. It projected for like 3 hours, which was where my problem was, because I was wondering, I'm not really keen about it, but that's what this one did. I paid attention to this a lot. I don't know if I can say, I think I can say exactly the same thing about the other ones too, because I made sure that I had used them first before I was sharing with you, so that you would get it. But that's what and one thing I bear in mind is sometimes maybe when I sit with it a bit more, I might have different opinions or a different feel to it. But that's Afaq, which is part of the Pride of Lattafa collection. Okay, the next fragrance is going to be this one. This is called the Winner's Trophy. Yep. So this collection are really big, but just like the other one, I had a bit of issues with the packaging. This one too is one. Oops. Okay, so let me bring. So first of all, can you see there seem to be like some I don't know, scratches on the acrylic thingy, and then this is the fragrance. But this was supposed to be like here to protect it, but I feel like it slips down, and then this is not very tight in here. So I think that also is an issue, the fact that it's not seated very tight in here like the other ones. Okay, so what I suspect happened was that this went loose and was scratching up here, and that's what the scratch is. And also there's a brick here. So again, this is nice, but I think that for shipping and all that, this is not effective. It's not a good thing for that purpose. Okay, so that's what I think. So that's it. And this is the bottle, black and gold. It has like a globe or African, it's a globe at the top, and then so there's some maps there. This one, I love it. It has pink pepper, it has plum, it has jasmine, rose, patchouli, vanilla, and musk. It's really beautiful. One thing I'll say is that this doesn't have, it's a very nice scent. I feel like this would be loved because it has like a very nice DNA. It's a DNA that I feel like people would enjoy. Also, it has this playfulness to it. It's not playful, but it's very nice. It has this almost gourmand thing to it that is beautiful. Almost, it's just beautiful. It's fruity floral. The jasmine and the rose is nice. They're all very bright jasmine, light fresh rose. The vanilla is vanillaing nicely there. The musk is masking. It's just really beautiful. The patchouli is not a dirty patchouli. It's very fresh and crisp too. So this all in all is just like a very fresh, nice. The patchouli gives it an almost greenness to it that is just so beautiful, balancing out the sweet plum and the almost citrus pink peppers. So it's so beautiful. On where it's feminine, like I said, the silvers are usually masculine. Another thing I've noticed is the fact that from the notes, I'm feeling like if you see Winner's Trophy Gold, Winner's Trophy Silver, don't think it's like a flanker or an intense version. No. They're just his and hers. That's the feel that I get. They're not. They don't feel like they are like okay, intense or all tendre or all fresh. None of those. It's just different notes listed for each and different ones of them, so they all please different people. Also, I find that there are a few of the line that could pass for unisex, and like I've said earlier, so I thought to put that out there. So this is really beautiful, fresh, upbeat. I would say that it's more of like a spring and summer scent. It's very nice. It's unisex. It projects for the first hour and a half there. About longevity is fantastic. It's about 8 to 9 hours. It's quite, this one is quite long lasting. It's very nice. And then it has like an arm's length sillage. People will know that you're wearing this thing, and it's really great. I like it. If it's just for the presentation, that is a bit not practical. The next one that I have here is Eternal Oud. This one too comes from the Dome collection, and this is the only one that I own that came intact. Yeah, all the other ones did not come intact, but can you see? I'm even being careful. So this is the one that came intact. Everything. There's a cushioning at the top that I have lost. So this is it, and then you twist it the way it says you should, and then there it goes. Eternal Oud. Let me position it well so you can see. So it fits like this. It's quite pretty. It's very, very pretty. Okay, this one I feel like it's one of them that will make, it's going to be quite pleasing to a lot of people. It has notes of, I'm looking for where I don't have perfume. It has notes of grapefruit, plum, orchid, heliotrope, vanilla, amber, benzoin, tonka, oud, tonka bean, and then labdanum. Okay, to be very honest, the first time I smelled this, what hit my head was this has a feel like Grand Soir. And so when I checked the notes, it has benzoin, it has tonka, it has vanilla in it, and these are notes that are the underlying notes of Grand Soir. So I understood why it has that resemblance to me. I'm not saying it's a dupe of Grand Soir. You can't quote me on it. I'm only helping you to kind of understand what the scent profile is. But it's quite resemblant of it. But this has a sweetness which I'm suspecting is from the. This is much sweeter, a bit more syrupy. If you're bothered, when I know that if you hear Eternal Oud, you'll think that it's like an oud scent. And I watched my friend here, CC Chronicles video, and she is so right. It's almost not there. If you're used to oud, if you try this, you realize that this is almost inoffensive. It's more like woodiness than oud. Okay, so it's like woodiness. I'll feel like maybe cedar wood or something, but not really oud that we know fecal and very beautiful. And then I think that what is different is that there's this slight playfulness, which would be the plum and grapefruit again, giving it that beautiful fruity citrusiness, but it's not very long lived. I don't get too much of the heliotrope here at all. I am not getting it at all. The orchids, I really don't know what orchid smells like, but I can't say for sure. What hits me, honestly, it's the base notes that hit me the most when I spritz this before the other notes begin to come in. This unfortunately, with all the good notes that it has, is not like a loud scent. The first two I've talked about are much more scents that will announce your presence. This is quite close to you. It's about half of an arm's length, and then after it projects for about an hour 45 minutes. From there it gets to be more towards close to you, not close, so close that you call it a skin scent, but it's quite close. It stays quite close. It does last long, but it doesn't have that what would I say, that kind of like effervescence, you know, the moving, the one that it's the sillage that it's announcing you and all that. Also, it's, for me, apart from the about 30 to 45 minutes of the fruitiness that comes out, this fragrance for me doesn't develop. It stays just as it starts off, like that ambery, labdanum, tanka, benzoin kind of boozy scent. It stays like that. I am very sure that this juice, based on the base notes, if it stays a bit, it would mature and the color is very likely to change. Maybe change towards like a deeper amber scent. I'm suspecting that will happen with this, just with the notes that has been mentioned. But it's super beautiful. And so if you like something that smells similar to Grand Soir by MFK that has like a bit of a twist to it, you will love this one. Again, I'm saying, do not quote me because I'll deny it. I'm joking, but I'm not saying it's a dupe. I'm just saying that it has that feel. It reminds me of Grand Soir quite a little bit. So that is for this. The last but not the least that I got is Qiam Gold. This is Qiam Gold, okay? And what I'm going to say is that if you have the meanings of all these names that I've mentioned, there are a few of you that help me by telling me what they mean. I'm going to be like really, really happy, because sometimes I don't know what they mean, okay? And this is it. Like you know, like I said, all these ones come with a booklet, and this one is laying nicely in there. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The bottle, I have to say that I prefer this presentation to the dome presentation, because this is like less drama. The dome one is a bit dramatic, like the drama is much, it's dramatic, you know. But this is like, there's not much drama going on, and I think because of that, I like this one much more. Tell me which presentation you like in the comment section, this one or the Domi one. Tell me. This is really nice. Okay, so let's go. This one too has this is gold, so there's Qiam silver, but I have the gold. I think I'll try the silver because it has a ginger note. I'll try it. I'll get it on my next haul. So this one has saffron raspberry. It has patchouli, leather, amber, oud, gaiac wood, vetiver, and benzoin. Okay, this one was my scent of the day, I think yesterday, and then I was just, my friend, coincidentally a friend of mine that I had sent some samples to, because all these fragrances, the part of the fragrance, when you buy them, they give you a sample, 20 ml samples of the fragrance. So I gave it out to a friend of mine. So she was telling me yesterday that, you know what, this scent is really good. And I told her the day I was giving it, I liked this one, that there was something about it. So the first day I smelled it, it reminded me of the back of my Santal Royale. I'm not saying it's a dupe, but it had that resemblance. But this has saffron, it has raspberry in it. So the saffron and raspberry in it makes it so beautiful, so sweet to start with. This one, my friend CC2 had mentioned, because in the beginning, this one I'll say is a unisex fragrance, just because in the beginning it does start off sweet, but if you let it settle for like 45 minutes, it begins to become a very deep, woody, leathery, but the leather here doesn't smell like leather. It's very smooth, almost like a suede feel to it, because suede is a much more smoother leather note. It doesn't have the pungent leather thingy going for it, but it's a much smoother leather note. So this has that, and it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It has, oh God, I love it. This one, you know, I brought this one last week. This one I love. It's like my kind of scent, deep, dark, and bold. So she was like, this Qiam is really nice. So I was like, I told you, because I told her, she was like, I told her, for me it reminds me a bit of Santal Royale. I like it. That's what it reminds me of. And she said it reminds her of something, but it doesn't just remind me of, it feels like Santal Royale and some leather fragrance put together, but I'm not sure. But honestly, I'm picking up the Santal vibes, but I'm not saying it's a dupe again, but I have that vibes. And I think that when I say these classifications, if you know those other scents, it makes it easier for you to kind of picture what I'm saying. It's very beautiful. I love the raspberry and saffron. Like what this thing is doing for me is the raspberry, the saffron, and the leather. Like those three combinations here is it. It's like mwah, chef kiss. It's so beautiful, and the longevity of this thing is bam. It's too much. So it projects for like 2 hours. It has 2 arms length sillage. It has a huge sillage. Everybody smell. Everybody know that you are coming. That's the thing about this thing, and it's very sweet. So for gentlemen, like I said, I feel like I'm going to put this into a unisex category instead of saying it's feminine. In the beginning, it's quite sweet because of the raspberry and the saffron. But if you're able to bear that sweetness, it's going to metamorphosize into some very beautiful, nice, woody, deep, leathery scent that is just beautiful. So if you're able to wait, you would enjoy the scent. As fall is coming, this is going to be a great fall and winter scent. Like, it's really, really nice. It's really nice. It's just woody, sweet, deep. I can't stop talking about it, but that is it. So I've given you 4 Lattafa fragrances. I'm going to go. I have been invited to see our Lattafa dealer, main dealer for Nigeria, and I'm going to go to their office. So I'm going to do like a small vlog when I go, and then I'll share. I'm going to also haul in some fragrances when I'm there, and then I'll share those fragrances with you. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.